are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Saints at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind in the best way. Frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Lance. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Out left to Dotson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Trey Lance, his 17th touchdown now in the season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the opponents, and that makes the score 7-0. team moves it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, Fields. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved. Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That last drive, it's a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going. These two teams all tied after one. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. To throw is Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go in it, incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. Going right back to Dodson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards as they got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action, now it's Lance. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Chubb on the read option. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Smith with the ground. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
The Lance going to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Barrett. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears 7-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lance. And he's got it. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Nick Chubb, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. After right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. Touchdown! Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
Here's Fields.
And it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Break this one on the coverage defensively.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Fields. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Now Fields.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Fields.
Caught on a slant. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Call down near the goal line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 30.
And how about that return? As he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense. Now they've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On play action, Lance.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
The Lance now to throw.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. 5 yards, now it's 35.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Fields.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They snap it to Fields.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Fields now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Uses the stiff arm. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Flush to his right.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off. The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This is a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances of trying to win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
52.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. It means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Dotson, he's got it. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give left side for Chubb. Fights through him.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Here's Lance.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Forget the extra point. It's a bear. We've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Fields.
Rolling to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play. This is your better completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To throw, Fields.
And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at tennis.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Now Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down.
Now the ball comes loose, and the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it? This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Fair catch. Made on the line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily your plays are supposed to defense. We're calling the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.